As first-time builders, we had an enjoyable time. Like, we've heard lots of horror stories from other people building and warning us about different things, but we had none of that. In fact, a lot of people were saying, oh, it's so hard to find a good builder and you guys are so lucky that you've been able to find one.
The Ashcroft website actually provided a lot of detail that was really helpful for us. Some of the other websites didn't provide details like how much the build would actually cost and also what it included exactly. And when we made contact with other vendors, they seemed to always want to have a sit-down meeting first before giving us any answers. But we found with Ashcroft, that first contact, they were really good in giving us the details and information we needed to know. Because it's a process that you're not familiar with, we asked a lot of silly questions, or we didn't know at the time. But in retrospect, when we think about some of the things that we were asking, we realised that they were pretty straightforward and maybe irrelevant, but the communication with Ashcroft staff was really neat. They always had time for us and seemed to want to make us feel comfortable with what was happening every step of the way. The steps that were hard to manage for us were things that we weren't familiar with. These were things outside the build in terms of getting consent, dealing with council. Also, there were some unknowns with our project, like excavation was an issue for us because our land is set on an old horticultural site. So that meant some extra tick boxes with the council, and it also meant that we had to level the land a little bit more. But in saying that, Ashcroft didn't see that as an obstacle. They came with answers with how we can manage that process of the excavation and ensuring that we were aware every step of the way what they had intention to do, which was like variation from the initial plan. I definitely enjoyed the experience of building a house, and it has encouraged me that it's not an insurmountable task. It's possible, something that we thought would be more difficult than it has been, and that has been encouraging for us to want to do it again.